We have our templates marked out. We're not doing a wide cut in this situation because this pool is getting replastered. You can see where he has a tape mark to mark his depth as far as drill holes are concerned, which is a good practice in order to do so. After he gets his holes drilled out on the flat, and now he's doing his actual cut, he already drilled it out. Now he's chipping it out and getting it ready to sink back in. Remember, this pool is getting fully plastered, so this is all going to be buried, but you still do need a recess in order to keep these things nice and waterproof. Here's the actual setup. Remember, he didn't go with a wide cut because this thing is getting replastered. So now he's setting in his corner staple. He's getting ready to torque down what he needs to torque as far as the flats are concerned. But before doing so, he got those holes nice and cleaned out. He has those epoxy set in so he could set his pins. Again, no need to go extra heavy on the epoxy that way, but as long as you do your torquing before that epoxy sets up, it's not a problem at all. So now he's got his torque locks. He's going to get it set in, and now he's got time to work it, and he's going to torque it. But before he does, he's going to start filling a couple other holes. Remember, you have about 10-minute work time with the torque lock, as he has. So again, if you're going to do your epoxy that way, that's okay, but you got to make sure that you get that thing torqued before that epoxy sets up. So now you could see where they had old rebar. He's going to actually use his epoxy. He likes to fill that hole in. Some guys just want to use mortar mix. Some guys want to use hydraulic cement. He's got his bolts all set up for his corner. Again, if he wants to fill it in with that epoxy, that's fine. Remember, this thing is getting replastered over again, and basically it's not going to waste anything except for a little excessive epoxy if you do not want to waste it. So now we're coming in with our torque wrench. Remember, we don't need crazy expensive torque wrenches. We use a Harbor Freight torque wrench that's under 25 bucks. Now with the Chinese tariffs, it's probably 50 bucks. Now we torque our stuff down to 22 pounds on a typical gunite or shotcrete pool. And now these things are ready to get buried, and we're ready to move on with the job. The contractor's using a spec mix to cover this up. He's wiping it down all nice and smooth so that the plastic crew doesn't come in and start yelling at him that he left a whole bunch of material or high spots or low spots. It's a good idea to give it a float, but then give it a good scratch to make it nice and rough so that the new plastic can adhere and you're good to go.